Oh, it feels so good. Hi guys, another update. And this time it is my 6 months update. Ow, my tongue. Who would have thought I would have made it to 6 months? I mean, honestly, once I started, there really was no going back, even though I wanted to turn back many a times. The only reason why I didn't turn back is because I threw away my creams, so there was no choice. But here we are, 6 months in. So today is the 28th of April, so my 6 month will actually be in like a week's time, but I thought I'd film a little bit early. Basically, today I'm feeling really sniffly. That's because all of April, I think that spring has definitely arrived and the pollen is out and all this rubbish. And I woke up today with a really runny nose, like literally runny. You know when you're just sitting there doing absolutely nothing and it's running. So if I sniff through this video, I'll try to cut them out, but I'm really sorry. I'm very, very sniffly. So, how has April been? Do you know what? I've been pretty good. The good days are outweighing the bad at the moment for this month. So lately, I don't really experience a lot of the flaking, like the big flakes on my face, which I'm so grateful for. I wake up with dry skin, little flakes, like really tiny ones. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how I actually prepare myself for work. My routine in the morning is pretty easy. It's literally wash your face, cream your face, put on eyebrows and pretty much go. What I do is I wake up, go to the bathroom mirror and assess the damage. If my skin has done anything different or new or weird or just a bit extreme, I will take a picture. If it's more of the same, I don't bother because I've seen it all before. Then what I do, I run the tap so it's really hot water. I know they say people with eczema shouldn't use really hot water, but do you know what? It feels so good. I put my flannel in the hot water, soak it all up, wring it out as much as I can so there's very little water on there because water tends to irritate TSW skin and I don't know why. And I put this towel on my face, leave it there for about 10 seconds so it steams my face almost, and then I just gently rub away the flakes in circular motions to get them all off. And because my flannel is black, like I've said before, I always check how much skin is coming off. Disgusting, but very true. I also do my neck and my chest because that's where I'm experiencing the most flakage. So this is my skin now. Obviously, it's still scarred, like I've said. I've got discoloration on my forehead, but there are no cuts and red bits. So this is all intact skin, so I cannot complain one bit. I've introduced something new into my skin routine. It's just one item. My friend recommended it to me. Thank you, Ro. Hello, I know you're watching. And it is hyaluronic acid, 2% and B5. It's made by The Ordinary Company. And it is a really thick, clear liquid. It's really cheap. I think I paid £5.90 for this bottle. And if you live in London, there is a shop, a really small store in Shoreditch at Box Park. You can get it from there. I use about half a pipetful and I just apply it to my face and rub it in. So, after I've rubbed that in and it's gone a bit tacky, then I apply my Aquaphor. I apply that all over, face and neck and a bit of my shoulders. And yeah, then I'm ready to do my makeup for work, which is just my eyebrows now. Do you know what? I save so much money on not wearing makeup. It's great. I'm very skeptical about trying things because I'm just too scared to try anything new on my face. But with this, I don't know why I felt like I'm going to try it. Not only was it cheap, so I didn't feel like I'd waste any money if it didn't work, but I've also heard so much about it. There is a doctor called Dr. Sato and Dr. Fukaya. I hope I'm saying them right, I can't remember them off the top of my head. But they're both from Japan, and both of them have mentioned hyaluronic acid for TSW skin. Basically, when you use the steroids ruin the layer just under the top layer of skin, which is shown as this pink layer. People that use steroids alone, that layer is thinned. People that use steroid cream and the hyaluronic acid, that layer is maintained. So the hyaluronic acid has a counteractive action against the steroids. It holds onto moisture. That is the premise of hyaluronic acid. Apparently 1 molecule of hyaluronic acid can hold 1,000 times its weight in water. It attracts water to itself therefore it attracts water to your skin because that's what you're applying it on. I'm guessing now that I'm not using steroids, the effect will be more prominent, more effective. It's helped. I can't describe how. I just feel a difference in my skin. I don't know if that's from the hyaluronic acid. Is that because of just time's passed and this is what my skin is doing? But since using the hyaluronic acid, I just feel like I'm experiencing less flaking, less big flakes as well. It's weird because normally I'm very wary of what I put on my face. Extremely wary. Like, I won't try anything new. As you saw in the last month update, even stuff that I previously used, like Aveeno, made my skin worse. So literally I stick to what I know, which is Aquaphor, and I have not strayed from that since the beginning. Oh yeah, so I remember the actual day that I bought the hyaluronic acid was the day that I filmed my Mugu unboxing. So that was the 11th of April. So I've been using it for 17 days. And do you know what? I really like it. It's about half done because I do use it twice a day, in the morning and sometimes at night. Depends how I feel. So the first time I used it, I put a little bit in my hand and I only applied it to like down here on my neck. So if I was to break out, at least it wouldn't be so visible on my face. I could hide it, you know. And I woke up in the morning and no reaction had happened. It didn't go redder, it didn't go dry. It just looked good. My skin looked okay. So I thought, you know what, I'll try this on the rest of my face. So if you're in the later stages of TSW where you've passed that awful stage where your skin is just splitting open and cracked and weeping, if you've passed that, why not give it a try? Do it when you're further along in your journey, when your skin is more calm and it can tolerate more things. We also had a bit of a heat wave in London where it reached 30 degrees. 30 degrees in April. What the hell happened? And my skin reacted to, I'm guessing it's the pollen that's being released by these stupid flowers. The rashes on my arms really came up like very hivey, so itchy. The rest of my arm was fine. It's just where I have the rashes seems to just be like, yeah, we're gonna break out and have a party today. So I wasn't in the best moods when it was hot. I was enjoying the sun, but the heat and the sweat and the pollen, not for me. No. And now the weather's gone back to rubbish and cloudy and rainy in London. I'm not even that fussed, to be honest. We've got the whole summer to have sun. I don't mind a bit of cloud right now. Guys, ever since I started this journey, I was very, very scared of hair loss. Do you know what? I've been looking at my hairline in pictures and I'm convinced it is receding or thinning, like around here. I'm convinced. I'm not 100% sure it has, but I'm just like, was it always this thin? Did I not have more hair here? Or did this come further down? I don't know. But the one place where I definitely had hair loss was my eyebrows. And one day I was doing my makeup. I think it was at my boyfriend's house. I was in the mirror and I was just like, there's hairs. There are hairs sprouting from my eyebrows. And I actually ran up to him and was like, I've got hairs. And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, my eyebrows are growing back. And it's like, it's so funny because I'm getting so excited over like 3 hairs that have sprouted from my face. But to me, that's healing, right? The hairs fell out because the skin was so damaged that it couldn't even hold the follicle. They just, poof, gone. And now somehow the hairs are growing back. I don't think anyone is excited for it as I am, but I do not care. So happy. My nose is so itchy right now. I just want to sneeze, but it's not coming. So this month I've experienced a lot of pimples. Now normally you get pimples on your face. I'm getting them everywhere else. I've been scratching a lot because of the spring. I think that's what caused it because it was around that time when we had the heat wave. And like I said, the rash sometimes goes on my chest and like down my cleavage. I've got a few pimples, a bit TMI, but you know, like they're red with the little white head on the top and they're definitely raised on your skin. I think I had a big one like right here, and I think I had like, at one point I had like 4 all in my chest. One was like here, the big one. There was one like down in my cleavage, and they're really painful, like pimples, you know. It's quite scary because it's like, oh crap, are these little infections? And technically, is a pimple an infection? But what I'm saying is it had a white head, which means, you know, there's pus. I just tried to like pop them, clean them, and just put some Aquaphor on them and leave them. And recently, like the last week, my sleep has gone shit again. I have been up. I go to bed about between 10 and 11 every night. Well, I try to anyway, just to make sure I get enough sleep. But the last week, I keep waking up at like 1 or 2 a.m. and it's like I fall asleep, and then when I wake up, it's very hard to get back to sleep. Normally, I just roll over and just fall back asleep, but like literally, I'd be awake. And I'm like, no, not again, not this insomnia again. I'm not doing this. We're not doing this. It just breaks my sleep for that night, and I wake up feeling a little bit groggy. It's like every day of this week. That's annoying, because like I told you guys, I love my sleep, and now my sleep is broken. Yeah, but I think that's it. Hyaluronic acid, pimples, and my eyebrows. So again, this month, I think the good outweighs the bad. Quite happy. I mean, can you tell, like, on camera, does my skin look better? Does my neck look better? I'm not really focusing on my neck, because this, I know this is going to be the most stubborn bit to, like, clear up, because this, I had problems with my neck even before TSW. So, I'm more concerned about my face. Yeah, I am more concerned about my face. But even my neck, like I said, like, it feels softer, or the skin is not as tough. I used to describe my neck as like tree bark. It is. It's literally like my neck looks like a tree trunk, and now it's like a softer tree trunk. But later on, I'm gonna go see the Avengers, and I'm quite excited. I loved Black Panther. I've seen that twice, and I really love Iron Man. I don't know why I love Iron Man. Is it because of Robert Downey Jr.? I don't know. Is it the suit? I don't know. But he's one of my favorites. Looking forward to it. I guess my body's birthday present to me is giving me back some eyebrows, and I'm very grateful. I've obviously been updating my Instagram, my TSW Instagram, and I've just tried to get like all the pictures out, because I want to be like up to date, so that people can see how I'm doing in real time. Because what you're seeing now, if you follow me on there, is like pictures from like months ago, weeks ago. So I'm trying to push them all out so I can be up to date, and then you can see like everyday pictures. And I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm just very slow. But in the next video, I will tell you about all the things that are going on outside of these little videos, these little updates that I'm doing. There is so much going on behind the scenes. No one's standing up for us. No one's saying that they'll help. We're very much looked at as over dramatic. We're overreacting. We're not. I'm trying my best. There's other people involved. We are trying our best to get the word out about this, because something needs to be done. We need to be heard. So, I'm going to keep fighting for it. If you are going through this and you believe everything that you've heard and seen, what I'm telling you, you can relate, just share the video. Share it with anyone that will listen. If they've got eczema and they're using steroids and they want to stop, send them a page of someone that's going through TSW on Instagram. Share this video. Do something. Just spread the word, because the more people that get involved in this, there's less chance of us being ignored. So, thank you for watching. I got a bit preachy at the end, but seriously, spread the word. Thank you so much for watching. I'm doing very good. And did you notice I didn't even scratch during this video? I don't think I scratched. I don't think I scratched. Compared to last video, I was itchy mess. But yeah, thank you for watching. I don't think I scratched this whole video. What? Go me. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next update. And have an itch-free day, guys.